The boss put him through a window for a reason.
The reason was the boss was kind of fucking crazy back then.
That's a fair point.
You know how much easier this would be if we just found a car?
You know how much easier this would be if you just gave me a second?
Alright. Now how are we gonna find the Eltor building?
Biggest building down here, giant altar sign on it. I don't think this is a problem.
I'll buy that. This is good for the soul.
Your skin is offensive!
Look at us. Kinsey Kensington and Johnny Gat driving together on a birthday adventure.
Are you always this excited?
Generally, I'm a misanthrope.
I get it.
Who's next?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna shoot him in the face unless he gives us the boss boost.
What if Dean doesn't have the boss?
I'll probably still shoot him in the face.
I think we may have got the attention of the demons. How do we want to handle this?
We handle it by killing demons. I will fucking...
Masses now. How can you stand against the hordes of darkness? The mortal is here. Surround the mortal.
Welcome to hell.
Shouldn't you have a receptionist?
Such is the plight of eternal damnation. I have a feeling you didn't come here to catch up. Let's talk in my office.
Not even death could stop the enterprising Vogel, who wasted no time in setting up an Ultor branch in the bowels of hell. Dane was eager to fill Johnny in on the ever-shifting politics of land rights in the underworld. But real estate mattered little to Johnny, who only cared where his friend was.
Where'd you put the president?
I've been trying to explain that. I didn't take them.
Bullshit. You expect me to believe you just happened to be the first thing we see in hell?
Maybe it's just me, but your thank you sounds more like an accusation.
That's probably because he plans to kill you.
Okay. I get the trust issues. Can I show you something?
The pieces all came together. The president had caused more chaos and destruction than any other in human history. It was only natural that Satan would want them to marry his daughter. They needed a plan, and Johnny had one.
I'm gonna shoot the devil in the face.
I think you might be skipping some details.
No, I said in the face.
I like the commitment, but you gotta find a way to get close enough to him in the first place.
When's the wedding? I'll just show up
And then you'll shoot him in the face. Sorry, but it's a little more complicated than that. These things are tied to the soul. You won't be able to enter without one.
So how do we get one?
You get his attention. I know some places that are of particular value to the father of the bride. You hit those, you'll get your shot.
Wait, why would Satan give out an invitation for destroying his stuff?
Oh, he won't, but it should piss him off enough to get him to attack Johnny personally. Either the devil kills Gat and Ultor gets the construction contracts to rebuild what was destroyed, or Johnny kills Satan and I'll have to pay less taxes. It's pretty win-win.
That's why you're helping us? To make more money in hell?
Hell's what you make of it, sweetie.
Works for me. What you got?
All right.
Satan had entrusted the day-to-day running of hell to 5 archdukes, and Dane knew how to find them all. But beyond that, not everyone in hell was content to go along with Satan's status quo. There were others who shared Dane's ambition for power, and the Ultor mogul knew that the key to unseating Satan lay in gaining their aid. But before Johnny set out to wage war against the Prince of Darkness, Dane had one final gift.
Alright, you got me out in the sticks, now what?
Would it kill you to show a little excitement? You're about to experience angelic flight, for Christ's sake.
Dane.
Someone needs a nap. Just collect some soul clusters and power up the halo. You'll be flying around in no time. Great. Now you should have just... Hey, didn't fuck it up. Good job. Now get up that cliff. Don't worry. If something looks too high, just keep on jumping off the wall. Remember to charge. Now it's time to fly. You heard of crawling before walking? Well, in this case, you need to jump before you can fly. Launch yourself in the air with a jump, and then hold your wing. You'll have to dive to reach the next island. Do that by pointing your head down. Don't worry. The rest of your body will follow. I put a shiny flap orb out in front of you. Collect the orb, and your wings will flap to gain speed. Alright, now try flapping those wings on your own. Do a flap on your way to the next island. Woo! The exact opposite of diving is climbing. Climbing will slow you down and eventually cause you to stall. And trust me, stalling sucks. You can flap while gliding to gain additional speed. So the faster you're going, the higher you can fly. Now try to reach... Alright, time to take the training wheels off for the final lesson. Flying takes stamina. If you run out in midair, you are going to... Let's get you back to the old tour building. I want to run through all the stuff you can do to hurt Satan.
Sure thing. See you soon.
Here's the deal. If you want some FaceTime with Satan, you need to get his attention. Now, Satan hates being challenged, so anything you do to undermine his control is good. Fraud, mayhem, shooting demons in the face, anything. You can keep track of Satan's wrath with this handy meter. Get it high enough and you'll be having drinks with Big Red in no time. I've compiled a list of shit to do, so take a look and do whatever sounds fun. Oh, one more thing. We have some potential allies down here. Trust me, you want to impress them.
Gotta pick it up. I hope there's not something ridiculous like 100 of these to find.
My lawyer, Legal Lee, figured out a way to get some gold-level clients a fast track out of hell. The more abuse you put these guys through, the more years we can shave off. Lee suggested running clients through the designated intersections to boost their punishment. Oh, and
While his wife Laura was admitted into heaven, the Heavenly Father was less forgiving of poor Tobias, whose shirtless antics as a crazed drug dealer firmly earned him a place inside the Great Inferno. However, ever the optimist, Tobias tried to look on the bright side of being transformed into a husk. After all, while the removal of his signature dreadlocks was a disappointment, he was finally free from having to wear pants ever again. But while Perpetual Commando appealed to Tobias, he still yearned for Laura and her delightful snickerdoodles. Touched by his story and terrified by his demeanor, Legal Lee worked with renewed purpose to unite the two lovers.
Running out of juice. Maybe one day I'll retire and have a view like this. Well, preferably not in hell, but hey, let's be realistic. Nice. This is bad timing.
Hey, baby. You looking for a bad time?
Yeah, no.
Yeah!
Damn it.
A Damned Soul's Orientation Guide, Chapter 13. The Den of Eternal Suffering. Don't let the official name scare you. This wonderful location serves as our entertainment district. Take in one of Shakespeare's passion plays. Enjoy a septuple way. Or maybe just settle down for a sinfully perfect hot cocoa. Here you can find it all. Yes, these delights are oppressively expensive. But is it really that different from San Francisco?
Why would they call it a snowball's chance? There's no snow in hell. You know, someone should fire their marketing guy.
Gotta pick it up.
This is what I'm talking about. Lost count on these things. Gotta find more of these things.
Lights up. William Shakespeare, humanity's greatest playwright, and hell's most diabolical purveyor of entertainment, looks on as a brave mortal on an Orphean quest enters. The bard's interest is piqued, and he looks to test his visitor's mettle. The masked tragedies were used to enemies cowering as they approached. But soon they realized that they faced a foe with courage and nobility, traits uncommon in the fires of perdition. The inciting incident resolved. The time had come for rising action! The battle raged on below, and as bullets and blood flew, the bard arched a curious eyebrow. Could this mortal be the exact thing that Shakespeare needed?
Alright.
And now, Act 3!
That all you got?
The conflict resolved. Shakespeare eagerly awaited meeting the champion that dispatched so many of his men. Undoubtedly, they were here for the bard's aid. And while happy endings were not a thing found in hell, Shakespeare always had a soft spot for comedies.
In the land of the living, William Shakespeare is regarded as one of the most prolific playwrights of all time. However, to the denizens of hell, the bard is seen in a far different light. After selling his soul for fame and adoration, Shakespeare served in hell as Satan's spy master general. In doing his duty, Shakespeare would punish the souls he was investigating by forcing them to perform in grotesque passion plays for Satan's amusement. But in a Twelfth Night-esque twist, Shakespeare found himself living a double life. While he projected an image of cruelty, his heart was as soft as Jezebel's. In secret, he would tutor her on the classics and act out the works of his mortal days. When Satan found out, he cast Shakespeare out of the palace, believing that the poet would be tormented by the populace of hell, far out of Jezebel's sight. But Satan had not counted on the bard's cunning. Embracing his persona of master torturer, Shakespeare and his followers, the tragedies, took root in the entertainment district, biding their time for revenge.
And so Shakespeare called forth the Deus Ex Machina to bestow our protagonist with the arcane power of Force Stomp. Lights up. The mortal stands in the training grounds, eager to try out his new Force Stomp power on the group of demons in front of them.
Die!
Scene 2, in which our protagonist kills more demons with Force Stomp. Act 2, in which our protagonist is greeted by foul imps. In which our protagonist learns that Force Stomp even works on flying enemies, enabling them to remove a dark inciter's shield before shooting them to death with bullets. There is also a mistaken identity and love unrequited. The day is won, and the curtain closes on our noble hero. bard gives exposition which reveals that the President has been trapped inside some sort of soul crystal inside Satan's palace. The only way for our protagonists to save them is to draw Satan out by continuing their actions in hell.
A Damned Soul's Orientation Guide, Chapter 34. The River Styx. The River Styx surrounds New Hades, providing warmth and light. I recommend every soul to go for a swim in the river at least once. It's quite the experience.
If Zinyak had a spirit board that could send us to hell, what other toys does he have lying around? Well, there's no Nightblade down here, so hell's not all bad. Gotta pick it up.
This is bad timing.
This reminds me of that one time I killed a lot of people.
Maybe I can crush this thing.
Hey, looks like you kicked the dust off one of those ancient altars. Whenever you find the right power...
In which our heroes are didactically informed that the vacuum stomp draws enemies towards you in a fight.
More of
Fighting little bastard. How many of these guys on it? Get it off! Oh, not another one!
laughing now. Let's see what these things can do. This is what I'm talking about. Fucking collectibles. Maybe I can crush this thing.
The search was long, but in time our heroes discovered the ability to bathe their enemies in the holy light of the Lord.
Yet.